Do you realize that just one commercial can make the entire audience scream, cry, and argue on social media all at the same time? What happened in the recent commercials is unbelievable. Hugs and tears, betrayal and doubt, a disappearance that isn't so innocent, an official report that could land the protagonist in jail, and a fine for a series because of scenes that were said to have crossed the line. Let's take it step by step, because what's coming is really heavy. Let's start with the shock of episode 17 from the series Roses and Sins. The trailer was truly a real shock. The first scene is Serhat's hug, Zainab's tears, and his worry about her. A moment full of emotion that makes you feel like love still has a chance, and that no matter what happens between them, there's still something pulling them together. The scene was warm and touching, and many people said it was one of their most beautiful moments. But suddenly all of that turned upside down. The next scene really made a lot of people angry. Zainab started to think that he took advantage of her and that everything that happened was planned by him. And the anger reached its peak when she threw the necklace in his face. This moment was an official announcement that the relationship had entered a completely different phase. Finally, there was real drama and genuine sadness between them, not just love and light conflicts. No, this was a direct confrontation, and what's even stronger is that Kim is the one who will experience the biggest shock. We will see Serhat's breakdown clearly and Zainab trying to comfort him. The dramatic performance from Jamra and Murad is clearly going to be of the highest caliber. People are really waiting to see Murad in a deeper, dramatic role. And finally, that's happening. But the question on everyone's mind is, will Kim really die? There are rumors that her mother might be the cause of the accident, and that the whole thing is not a coincidence at all. And if that's true, the enmity with Murad will only get worse and worse. And the story will enter a phase of real revenge. No joking around. Just imagine the moment when Serhat finds out who was really behind Kim's accident. It's very clear that he won't spare anyone, and this could be the biggest turning point in the entire series. And from drama on the screen, let's move to social media drama. Journalist Deniz made a very clear statement regarding the controversy surrounding Defrim Özkan. He told people not to believe the accusations made against her, and described the situation as a mentally unstable person throwing a stone into a well and everyone believing it. He also emphasized that Defrim Özkan is a kind and honest person, and that anyone who knows her can attest to that. He also pointed out that social media has gotten out of control, and that there should be a minimum age requirement to use it. This statement fueled the controversy even more, as some people see it as a justified defense, while others believe the issue is bigger than that. But it's clear that the case is still not over. Now, let's get back to the heavy drama in episode 3 of the series Underground. This episode noticeably raised the level of tension, both emotionally and politically. Hamburglo's proposal was openly discussed within the family, and that alone was enough to ignite the atmosphere. But Bozo chose to wait for the next signal from the underworld. And that was almost like an indirect announcement that war wasn't just a possibility, it's the next step. And on the state's front, real pressure on Pionar made the situation even more complicated. The word betrayal started to haunt the relationship between Yalan and Bozo, and that put their trust in each other in real danger. The relationship that was once strong became threatened by doubt, and the sudden agreement between Sultan and Haidar Ali was a dangerous turning point. And the confrontation that happened at night sparked a division that could change the fate of 2 young men, or even 2 entire families. It's clear that the series is heading into a phase with no turning back, and war has become an approaching reality, not just a threat. And from political tension, we move to another emotional shock in episode 50 of The Distant City. The trailer is truly heartbreaking. Cihan is gone, and that was expected. But his disappearance clearly isn't a coincidence at all. There's a sense that a big game is happening behind the scenes. It looks like Aliyah might have gotten divorced, and that made her lose custody, especially after Boran said he would take his son and go to his father's house. The moment when Aliyah talks to Deniz as if he's going to the mansion, and then she's shocked when Boran takes him to Ajmal, this is a moment of true breakdown, and the explosive leaks say that Cihan will make a fateful decision and file an official complaint against Boran. The bigger shock is the police getting involved and Boran on his way to jail. If this really happens, the series will turn 180 degrees and everything will change. And the matter didn't stop here. The Supreme Council for Radio and Television announced its decision regarding the series Envy, produced by Ayapım and aired on Now TV. After evaluating 3 episodes, the council considered that the intense focus on extramarital relationships and infidelity violates broadcasting principles, national values, and ethics, and harms the institution of the family. Accordingly, an administrative fine of 3% was imposed on the channel, as announced by council member Turkish. This decision sparked a major debate about the boundaries of dramatic presentation. And when does it become a transgression? And when does it count as artistic freedom? As if that wasn't enough? An unexpected incident occurred behind the scenes of the series Ashraf's Dream during the filming of episode 31. The actress Karen Benderliolu, who plays the role of Irmak, suffered burns on her hand after lentil soup suddenly exploded when she opened the microwave door. The incident caused panic on the set, but the medical team intervened immediately and provided first aid. What's really impressive is that Seren didn't leave the set. She continued working and went on filming her scenes and doing her rehearsals despite the injury, which shows a great deal of professionalism on her part. She also reassured the audience with a video where she showed the burn marks and wrote about the latest updates. And she put a blue eye emoji as if joking and saying it's the evil eye. From hugs and tears in Roses and Sins to threats of war in Underground, to an official complaint and possible jail time in The Distant City, to controversy, fines, and incidents behind the scenes. It's clear that this season isn't letting anyone rest. So tell me, which event shocked you the most? What do you think Serhat will do when he finds out the truth? Will Jahan go all the way, or are there even bigger surprises coming? Stay tuned for what's next, because it looks like the upcoming episodes are going to be absolutely explosive.